Abdurrahman Tiani, the president of Niger, has banned US citizens from entering their country. He has issued a visa ban for all categories of US citizens from entering into their country. This is in retaliation to what Donald Trump did after Donald Trump banned or suspended the issuance of visas for Niger citizens into the United States. So Abdurrahman Tiani says that Niger has a right to also protect its territorial integrity, has a right to fight for Niger first policy. That as America took a very nice action to suspend or to ban Niger or Nigerians from entering inside America or from having a visa, whether a regular, diplomatic, tourist visa or whichever visa, he has also reciprocated. So no American citizen will enter Niger. And the question many people will be asking is, what are American citizens going to do in Niger? What is in Niger that American citizens are going to do in Niger? Let me give you the answer. Niger is a mineral-rich country. Niger is a mineral-rich country that most American businesses or companies that deals with exploitation or the buying of raw materials actually do business with Niger. Niger is very rich, and so this decision is going to also affect American citizens doing businesses in Niger, and also going to affect American citizens doing businesses across the Sahel region or across West African states. Most companies, or American companies that operate across Sahel states, get to Niger, buy raw material, move to their Sahel, the other African nation where their businesses are, to actually mass produce. Now, this ban will mean that no American citizens can get into Niger. I think, to me, it is just laudable. It is a nice initiative, because if you ban them from entering your country, they also have a country. So as you have made your country so nice, to me, I will not blame Donald Trump the same way I will not blame Niger president. Remember, I've always stood beside Donald Trump, and I still stand by Donald Trump's decision to ban anybody from entering their country. That's his problem. That's his American first problem. So if you think that your own country warrant the ban of Americans from entering to your country, fine. Because at the end of the day, both leaders are taking decisions that are good for the interest of their country. The interest of their country. It may not be good for your interest, but as long as it is the interest of their country. The question we should be asking is, what have our African leaders, what have they done to develop their respective countries, their respective nations in Africa? Nothing. Very few are making efforts, and most of the effort as of now is coming from East Africa, Sahel region, and the Northern Africa, and some parts of the Southern Africa. When you come to CEMAC region, the ECOWAS sub-region, you will watch the moment where Tiani actually made the announcement.
Niger is slamming the door shut on US nationals. Reports suggest the West African nation has pulled the trigger on a total permanent ban of all US citizens. The government says it is done being treated like a security risk and is hitting back against Trump's travel restrictions. The government has reportedly decided to lock its borders to US nationals indefinitely. No visas, no travel, no exceptions. The West African country says this is a reciprocal move, a direct response to new US restrictions on its nationals. On December 16th, Donald Trump signed a proclamation that expanded America's travel ban. Niger was added to that list. So were Burkina Faso, Mali, South Sudan, and Sierra Leone. The ban applies to both immigrant and non-immigrant visas, and it takes effect on January the 1st, 2026. The White House says the restrictions are about security. In its justification, the administration cited terrorism risks, kidnappings, human smuggling, and high visa overstay rates. In Niger's case, US data shows overstays of over 13% for tourist visas and more than 16% for student visas. The White House argued that warrants a full suspension. But that's not how Niamey sees it. Niger's government calls the US decision discriminatory. It says the move stigmatizes an entire population of nearly 30 million people. Officials say this is about dignity and about equality and equal treatment. This standoff also fits into Trump's headline America First doctrine. Earlier this month, the Trump administration recalled nearly 30 US diplomats from their posts worldwide. 13 of them were from Africa, including Niger. US relations with Niger have been deteriorating for years, especially since the 2023 military coup. The Nigerian junta had steadily distanced themselves from Western partners. Last year, the country cancelled a military agreement with the US. In 2023, French forces were also told to leave. Since then, Niamey has moved closer to Moscow. Critics say visa restrictions have become a new diplomatic weapon, low in cost but heavy on symbolism. And African governments are starting to push back. Earlier this year in June, Chad suspended visas for US citizens after similar restrictions. Mali went further. In October, it required Americans to post a bond of up to $10,000 for entry. Officials call it a mirror policy. So what will be the outcome of this visa war? The question now is whether this tit-for-tat move becomes a regional trend.
Vous êtes le futur de notre société. Vous êtes les leaders de demain. Vous êtes les innovateurs de la prochaine génération. Nous sommes là pour vous aider à réaliser vos rêves et atteindre vos objectifs. Bacheliers, devenez les architectes de votre avenir avec l'Institut universitaire du Golfe de Guinée de Douala.
Since 1993, the University Institute of the Gulf of Guinea, it is 3 higher schools, ESG, ISTA, ISA,